Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome to the session of professional etiquette and professional appearance. We'll start by looking at professional etiquette, the non-written rules governing socially accepted behavior. Three main areas where we apply professional etiquette: personal branding, networking, and transactions. We will start by personal branding. Personal branding is when you are trying to market for your own self. You're trying to build a polished image of yourself in the minds of others. It's concerned with four traits: core competencies, and by competency we mean the knowledge, the skill, and the behavioral attitudes that you require to perform a task in the best manner. Examples of core competencies are effective communication, team working, responsibility, integrity, and many others. Those core competencies we aim to improve through providing this course, the course of professionalism. Number two, personality. Everything that is concerned with your personality, your attitude, your character, your cultural background, your beliefs, your principles, your positions of specific issues, and so on. Your appearance, how you dress, how you look, your facial expressions, the physical appearance, okay? And how you differentiate yourself and what makes you special. Those are all concerned with your personal branding. The second area where we apply professional appearance is in networking. Okay? Networking is about building relationships that can offer leads and referrals to help you gain successful employment, as well as to build your reputation in a positive way, of course, in the market of jobs. Okay, this should be a two-way street in which you contribute to others as well as for you to benefit from them. There are keys to good networking etiquette. Number one, to be mindful of other people's time, to be specific when asking for leads to expand your network. Okay, for example, I was wondering if you or anyone you know would be able to help me identify hiring managers in the IT telecommunications space. I appreciate your help. Very specific. When you are networking in an event like a conference, for example, you be specific and you mind for others' time. If you receive a lead from someone, send them a thank you note. Okay, so if you had the opportunity to get a benefit from any of the attendance of the event where you try to network, then it will be useful to contact them later and to thank them. Bring business cards to traditional networking events. Okay, this is very useful for you and for others. As we said, it's a two-way street in where you benefit and you also help and or assist others. Okay, if you promise to provide someone with information about an upcoming event or agree to some other favor, please or be sure to get back to them. Okay, because they will obviously be waiting. And remember, networking is a good way to build your reputation. Building this positive image about you will automatically help the other person to build a positive image about the organization or the corporation you come from. Okay, so it's very good for the business. About networking, try to have a look at this video, Win Someone Over in 5 Seconds by Matthew Hussey. I highly recommend that you have a look at this video. Okay, it might be challenging whenever you are going into an event and you try to network with others because they are experts and very successful, busy people. You will have to grab their attention and make yourself remarkable among others. Okay. Um, And the third area in which you apply professional etiquette is in transactions, the act of conducting a business, where you maintain professional integrity, honestly represent and act within one's area of professional competency and authority without exaggeration, misrepresentation, or concealment. Avoid actions which are or could be perceived as a conflict of interest or for individual gain. Okay, this is also considered professional etiquette. You should not accept, you should only seek the advantage of the business, okay, on the organization, not your own advantage. Okay. Offer or accept only appropriate incentives, goods and services in business transactions. Okay, it's forbidden that you accept incentives or in an illegal way, or gifts from clients or other forms of gifts that are accepted without going through the system of the HR management. Utilizing professional business practices. Okay, and this basically is applying everything we talked about so far and we will talk about in the next sessions. Respecting diversity. Okay, it's also considered a professional etiquette that you accept the diverse communities we usually work in. People come from different backgrounds, so you should not underestimate someone just because they come from a particular area or a particular clan. Okay, so you should absolutely avoid racism and always respect the diversity, because from the diversity comes effectiveness, from diversity comes success. Okay, it provides opportunities for us and for the organizations we work in. Then we start at the second part of this session, the professional appearance. An appearance that is fit for business or professional activities or for the job simply. It is an appearance that provides an impression that you are good and sincere with your job or activity and that people have to take you seriously. Why it matters. Why is professional appearance important? 6 reasons why. Number 1, creating a positive first impression. Okay, people are superficial, unfortunately. Okay, we tend to be done formulating our initial opinion of someone before we have actually spoken to them. If you can, we cannot deny this fact, even if we don't like it. Right? Number 2, or the second reason why it matters, because increases your perceived status among your peers. Even after the first impression is over, your clothing can help improve people's reaction to you. Society is very visually based, and better dressed men routinely experience better treatment and service than their sloppier counterparts who show no attention to their appearance. Okay, because it gives a sense that to people that if you are not caring enough about for your own self, then people should not care about you. Okay, if you're not respecting your own self, then others should not respect you in return. Okay, this is the message they gain in their subconscious. Number 3, it helps with your confidence. People tend to perform better in life when they feel that they deserve to perform better. The automatic assumption that a well-dressed man should be treated with respect works when it's your reflection in the mirror too. The fourth reason is that patterns and colors speak for you. So if you give them attention, they will speak of you rightfully. If not, they will speak for you in an unfavorable way. Okay, specific colors and patterns begin to display their own unique advantages. Blues convey youth, browns openness and trustworthiness, grays, for example, somberness and dignity. Each can be the best choice for depending on the situation that you are in. Okay. The requirements, the fifth reason why professional appearance matters is that the requirements of dressing sharp teaches responsibility. Okay, as silly as it sounds, caring for your appearance will make you a more responsible man because you will have attention, you will be more organized in the way you organize your stuff and your clothes. Okay, number six, specific clothing pieces make statements about you. Okay, a specific jewelry or a specific piece that you wear can tell a lot about you. You could say, for example, that you are very accurate or that you have an artistic sensation. Okay, so uniforms and semi-uniform look like the doctor's white coat or obvious symbols of the wearer's status or role. Okay, so you can have your own, you can make your own symbol depending on what you want others to say about you. Okay, for each job there is an appropriate etiquette. Okay, however, we will talk about the appropriate etiquette for any job generally. Okay, you should dress appropriately for the position you are interested in. They always say dress to impress. Okay, this usually means at least a dress shirt and slacks for men and shoes, closed shoes. Okay, not sandals. All right. ممنوع الأحذية المفتوحة أبدا. Okay, and for female as well, shoes, closed shoes. Okay, not very high heeled, skirt or trousers and a shirt, and of course hijab or scarf. Okay, it have to be modest. It's not considered etiquette at all to wear revealing clothes. No, you have to be modest to show that you are a very high and elegant lady. Okay. Take note of how employees seem to dress. When in doubt, stay on the conservative side. You don't have to risk it. Okay. Don't go for very strong colors, lots of makeup, lots of jewelry. This is not acceptable. Also for men, you have to make sure that your hair is styled well. Sometimes nowadays we see very bad hairstyles that boys tend to have. They don't seem professional at all. They don't seem good at all. It's very unpleasant to look at them. Okay. That being said, remember that your appearance, like your resume, is a way of marketing yourself. For example, if you are applying at a hip clothing store, then you would be better showing off your trendy sense of style. Okay, if you are applying for an interior design or art firm, then it will be very lovely to show that you have an artistic sensation. Also, in establishing a professional appearance, you have to consider your presenting a polished image. One of the most important things to remember about creating professional image is cleanliness. Okay, this means clean, unwrinkled clothing in a good condition. Okay, no stains, no frayed hems, ironed clothes. Okay, shoes and purses should also be clean and in good conditions. Make sure you bath well and use a good deodorant. You should always smell pleasant, okay? You make sure that people don't stay away from you because of a smell or something, okay? Also smell of a mouth. Check your fingernails for any dirt and grime. Lastly, make sure that your hair is clean and neatly styled, as we said, okay? And for men, remember to shave. We have here a very important concept: personality versus appearance, okay? Recent studies in psychology suggest that we can, even when we only get a chance to look at a person for a very few seconds, we can make a judgment of their personality that is fairly reliable. Okay, we call this thin slicing. So you just have a very few seconds look at the person and you already make a judgment of yourself, of him or her in your mind. Okay, they are not always right, of course, okay, but they are fairly reliable. Although we make quick judgments about personality on the basis of things like facial expression, posture, clothing, and attractiveness, we are generally reasonably accurate about those initial impressions. Okay? Also, at this stage, I would remind you of the perception, the pre-perception. Try not to mix between the two concepts that we took earlier. Here we have some tips to follow when we are dressing professionally for work or for an interview. Understand what is appropriate in your industry. Okay, some industries might be very strict when it comes to the costumes and what to wear. Okay, like flight attendants, they have to care for the shade of their nail polish or their lipsticks. Okay, they are very strict. Other industries might be less strict. Okay, so understand what is appropriate in your industry. Avoid neon colors and overly flashy clothes, too much jewelry, very lots of makeup. All those are not really favorable. Take care, and they are of course not considered professional. Take care of your hair and beard. Pay attention to details. Smile and smile at everyone. Okay, it's a part of your appearance. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you can all apply what we have discussed here, and I'll see you next time.